What is up, people? It is me, Monster58. Welcome back to another episode of Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon. In the previous part, we did a lot. We did Arena, we got to rank B, we also did Eliminate Honest Brute to help Carla, and then Carla in turn helped us create the rail cannon to end up helping destroy the ice worm. And then we also found out that, we're getting pulled in two different directions in the story. Air talking about how the coral is her, is her friends, her family, other Rubiconians. And meanwhile, the coral is also destroying the world because the corporations are fighting over it. And unfortunately, due to the destruction of the ice worm, obviously Arquebus and Balin went back into their old ways, but the scales tipped toward Arquebus's favor because they used a lot of the seized weaponry from the PCA. And now the corps are back on the move to find the source of the coral convergence, as are we. And so we found out that the ice worm is also defending a entrance to a huge facility underneath the central ice field, and so we are going to be doing that. But first, before we do that, obviously we are going to be doing Arena. So made some minor changes. So when we go to my AC designs, if we go in here, I ended up attaching the new missile launcher to the back of this guy. We also ended up attaching, obviously, the new melee weapon to the back of this guy. Nothing here, nothing here. We ended up changing a little bit. We got some new arms, got a new chest plate, made us a little more tanky. Attached the new missile launcher as well to this guy. We also gave this guy a different left-hand weapon. Wait, hold on. I totally meant to do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in here, and I bought this one. We're going to attach that one. I like this one better. We are going to AC data. We're going to hit save on this. And I might end up changing the stun needle one. We'll probably make this its own AC at some point. Probably something. We have yellow, black, lots of colors. I think having a primarily green one would be great for the stun needle. So probably end up doing something green. We'll probably end up changing this up around. We'll see how this ends up going, but you guys will see it eventually. So without further ado, folks, let's head right into the arena. Let's load the pile bunker one though first again. Do that. Go into arena and let's do it. We have a good amount. Yeah, we have 4, not an insane amount. We had more last. We had 5, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, we had 5. So we have 4 this time. So let's get into it. So first off is Gun 2 Nile. As we can see, Gun 2, right? We have Gun 2, we have Gun 1 Michigan. Deputy Commander of the Red Guns, the Balaam Group AC Squad, formerly the Commander of the Balaam Security Force, a paramilitary police organization that preceded the formation of the Red Guns. Now distinguished himself with an exceptionally high arrest rate, and in those days, the only man he ever managed to put in handcuffs was Michigan. Then the commander of the rival Furlong armed fleet. Having failed to arrest the man, he instead settled for a friendly drink with his old nemesis. And by the way, his AC name, Deep Down. Really, really cool name in my opinion. But without further ado, let's fight Nile.
Arena Combat Aptitude Evaluation Program, number 7. You have now reached Rank A. Subject AC, Deep Down. Call sign, Gun 2 Nile. Commencing evaluation.
Crazy how old nemesis can become comrades, right? Alrighty, let's do this. Alright. Oh, I'm getting wrecked here. I haven't done a single lick of damage to this guy. Now I did. Ow. Jesus, I'm getting wrecked here, actually. Wow. I think this is terrible. Oh my god, man, that was really bad. Yeah, that did not turn out well. Alright. Wow, we barely beat him. Good lord. I tried it one more time.
Target destroyed. Concluding evaluation. Well done.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I was stubborn there. Yeah, I was very stubborn. I thought I could still beat him, and I was able to. Barely, obviously, but we got him. Alrighty. Got a pretty cool emblem as well, so. Alright, got our next one. Let's take a look at what we got here. Arena. Got V2 Snail, the pompous jerk-off, right? V2 Snail, AC, Open Faith, Deputy Commander of the Vespers, obviously equal to Niall, the Arquebus Group's Augmented Human Squad. After receiving Generation 8 Augmentation Surgery, Snail continued to receive follow-up treatments as new technologies entered the mainstream so as to make their merits his own. Many augmented humans have died in order to assure the safety of his repeated adjustments. And I'm not surprised that Snail would be the type of person to sacrifice other people for, you know, his own gain. So, without further ado, folks, let's see if we can beat this guy with the Pile Bunker as well. If we can't, again, I'll switch off. I know I said that before, but if I really genuinely am getting rolled, we'll switch.
Arena Combat Aptitude Evaluation Program. Number 6. Rank A. Subject AC. Open Faith. Call sign. V2 Snail. Commencing evaluation.
Alrighty. You and me, Snail. Yeah, at least teach the simulation some frickin' manners. Ow. What the heck? Oh, seriously? Dude, that was so close, man. There we go. That was much better.
Target destroyed. Including evaluation. Well done.
Alrighty, that guy was pretty tough, but we were able to. He's slow, so the AC. I'm not gonna lie to you. I hate the legs on that AC. The legs, I've tried to use them before. They just don't feel great, man. Especially flying around, they just feel terrible. Alright, let's go to our next arena. 3 out of 4. We have Chartreuse, AC Umber Ox, an independent mercenary who lived on Rubicon around the time that the Coral Response was rediscovered. Held to be a member of Branch, a hacktivist collective in the Rubicon system. Chartreuse is said to have dealt a critical blow to the closure system during the plot to attack Station 31. Branch is made up of a rotating group of 4 people, and Chartreuse is believed to be the second oldest of the current roster. Alright, so Chartreuse, this is a she. She's got a pretty wild bottom leg section, and you'll see what I mean. One we don't have access to yet, but it's crazy. I've never really used it at all, but let's see if we can beat her with this.
Arena Combat Aptitude Evaluation Program. Number 5. Rank A. Subject AC. Umber Ox. Call sign. Chartreuse. Commencing evaluation.
By the way, for being called Chartreuse, she has no Chartreuse on her. But let's fight her. So you can see her legs are kind of like a jet train They're really weird. Again, I've never used it before, but they're essentially like energy-focused tank legs. Okay. Ow, that hurts. Obviously, she's heavy artillery because she has tank legs. Oh, that was really bad. Okay, yeah, I don't think this AC will be able to beat her all that well. Okay, so we're gonna quit and we'll come back with a different AC. I don't think I'll be able to beat her with mine. You know what I say? Let's fight tank with tank. Haven't used this tanky AC in a minute. Been a few episodes, so I think 2 or 3. Yeah, this is a lot better. Alright, let's see if we can... Nice. Boom! Very nice. And she is dead.
Target destroyed. Concluding evaluation. Well done.
Now, if you want to be honest, her legs look more like a sled than a tank, but... Yep. I do like her AC's really unique, though. That's one thing. I've remembered her AC just because it is so unique in and of itself. So that's one thing that I'll say about it. Alrighty, and our final one. Let's go. I actually don't know who it is. Thumb Dome. I think what we can do is we can go and do my lightweight AC here. We can test this out. Show you guys if I can make it work the way I would like it to work. So. Alrighty, going into the arena, our last arena for today, Thumb Domain, AC, Astjik. Father of the Rubicon Liberation Front, veteran military commander, and founder of the School of Choral Mysticism. As a young man, Domain was once a dozer vagrant until the fires of Ibis burned the star system. In the fire's aftermath, he developed an ardent belief in symbiosis with the choral. This belief informed the founding ideals of the Rubicon Liberation Front, ideals that have made martyrs of countless choral warriors. So this is Thumb Domain. So this is essentially the true leader of the Liberation Front. Obviously, Middle Flatwell's the de facto leader because he is more accustomed to fighting, but obviously Thumb.
Arena Combat Aptitude Evaluation Program. Number 4, Rank A. Final evaluation. Subject AC, Astrik. Call sign, Thumb Domain. Commencing evaluation.
Alright, Astrik, I guess is how you pronounce it. I'm just gonna assume that that's it. Alright. Well, they don't need to switch there. Ooh! Ooh. You can see how that combo works. I'm really proud of that combo. I love this weapon, this melee weapon. Ugh. Oh, I screwed that up. No, I screwed that up. Ow. Very nice. A little bit close for comfort, but not really bad at all.
Target destroyed. This concludes A rank evaluation. Only the best of the best remain.
We're really knuckling down to the arena, aren't we? Pretty wild, huh? Alrighty, Thumb Domain, Astrik. Got him out of the way, got a ton of OST chips, and it's time to go and, guess what, do more OS tuning, because I need to have the ability to switch a bit faster, if I remember correctly. Let me see.
Incoming comms.
Congratulations, you have surpassed Rank A. It is a great honor to witness your ongoing evolution as a mercenary. All Mind exists for all mercenaries.
Alrighty, very, very cool. So, let's go and do our OS tuning. Let's see. Probably end up doing this. I think that's probably good. I guess there isn't no way to switch your how fast you can switch, but it's worked with for me before that weapon combo. Let's see. You have 6 left, right? Might as well just do more damage mitigation. Doesn't ever hurt, right? So, alrighty. So with that all out of the way, we've done arena. We did some OS tuning. Time to sortie and start off Chapter 4. Let's see what we got here.
Here's the job, 621. You'll be going into that underground facility, Watchpoint Alpha. I managed to talk Arquebus into letting us lead their survey. They jumped at the chance to use an independent mercenary as their canary. Balaam has already barged in, taking several red guns and MT squads. Seems they want to be ready for a run-in with Arquebus's new firepower. You'll start by descending through Depth 1, a vertical chamber sector. It's likely you'll meet resistance from autonomous defenses left by the PCA. The worst of them is lurking at the bottom, Nepenthes, an energy weapon platform. Heard on the grapevine that it already turned half of Balaam's forces to ash. Don't want to end up like Balaam after all. Tread carefully.
So this is a very vertical mission, Underground Exploration Depth 1, so as you can tell that there's going to be more depths that we have to explore, but regardless, this is a very vertical mission, and I want something that has some more armor, and so what we're going to do is we're actually probably going to go... Do you want to do New Beginnings? Actually, we'll probably just... Let's do with the new heavyweight, let's go with that. Do that. I know we've been using it a lot lately, but it's been very, very helpful. So without further ado, folks, Underground Exploration Depth 1. Essentially, you'll be going down a cylinder-style facility, and at the bottom will be that Nepenthes artillery. And so, being able to move around relatively decently while also having just some extra armor to be able to take some damage can be very, very helpful here. So without further ado, folks, let's go ahead and explore the first depth.
Watchpoint Alpha. My brothers and sisters. They're deep inside.
Yep, and as Ares told us, you know, there's so much more coral that we obviously assume is underneath the ice field in this facility.
621, you ready? You'll be going down deep, and there's no guarantee you'll come back. Still, you're the only one who can do this. I'm counting on you to reach the coral.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission. Access the elevator and take it down.
As you can see, this is a huge facility. Wonder what it's like for a human to walk around here.
Threat level unknown. Defense stage 1.0. Commencing termination.
Fight back.
The elevator's locked out.
We have no choice but to jump. Let's go, Raven.
Alright. So, do our best to land on these areas here. These are the platforms you're gonna have to. So, Nepenthes. So Nepenthes will shoot at you from the bottom. So you have to be, if you're moving between platforms, you have to be pretty quick. Oh, yep, you can see it. Yep, there it is. It's kind of like, think of it like the reverse, like, satellite cannon that we had with the getting to the ice field mission before the what's its face, before the walker, the spider walker thing. The spider, what, I forget why am I forgetting the name, but you know what I'm talking about. Oh, whoops, yep, watch out. You can see it's shooting multiple times. Gonna have to go here, aren't we? Yep, dodge.
Wait, the partition's moving.
I'm picking up enemy signals nearby.
You're clear. I'll find a way to get that partition open. Stand by for now, 621.
Over there. I've sent you a marker.
Alrighty, we got this. Now, one thing I recommend go all the way back here. There's an extra part that you can grab real quick. So, grab this. So nice. Got an extra part. Now we can go and do the objective. As you can see, this is a huge facility. Like I said, I always wondered what it would be like.
Access point. Good job sniffing that out.
I was always curious. I was always curious to how this would look to a human. Because you're the size of a building. It's pretty wild. Alright, we're gonna go here. There's gonna be some enemies.
Combat routine, Raven. Watch out for those plasma missiles.
Wow, dodge! Use these platforms as cover. Please. Gotta remember where the hell. Alright, so we're gonna move to this place here. See that platform right over there? We're gonna move to that one. So let's move. While it's still cool down. Yep. Get away from those missiles. Yep, it's gonna start shooting. That sound effect though. Yes, you're welcome for the amazing sound effects. Yep, dodge. Alright, it's gonna shoot missiles now, I think. Yep, there's the missiles. You can see them right there in the bottom of the screen. Alright, then we will go down here, and we'll do this. It's gonna start shooting again. Just keep moving like this. This is probably one of the most, in my opinion, the lamer missions, because I'm not gonna lie to you, it's just about dodging like this, and you know, you kind of want to be more like hard combat than that. Ow. Ow, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this mission. Alright, just a little bit more. You can see Nepenthes right down there. Interestingly enough, as shown in like the schematics when we saw it for the first time, this thing shoots in circles. So it has like a gazillion guns on it, and then it'll shoot in a circle. I think it's clockwise, or I can't remember if it's counterclockwise. It's got a cool name too. I'm not gonna lie to you. Where do we move? I think right here, right?
You've got it in your sights now, 621. Just need to get a little closer.
Yep. Yep, there's Nepenthes' health bar, so we can technically start shooting it now, but it'll be way easier when we get fully down to it. Crap. I don't remember where to go from here. I think we should just go right here, right? Get away from these frickin' missiles. It's gonna charge again. You can see it charging there. Okay. I don't think we'll be stupid here.
AP at 30%.
Alright, we're okay, we're okay. Oh, I guess we're not okay, never mind.
Repair kit remains.
You're up close now, 621. Destroy the target.
Raven, it'll be easier to immobilize if you aim for the neck joint. Enemy's artillery platform is solid.
Confirmed. Target destroyed. Mission accomplished.
Let's rest while we can, Raven. We've got a long road ahead of us.
Alrighty, although not the most interesting mission, the mission I'm honestly not a very big fan of. At the end of the day, we did get the exploration done. We're getting further and further into this facility, and we'll get even further in the following episodes. Jesus.
No new messages.
Alrighty, folks. We did a lot of arena. We got to rank A. Only the best of the best remain, as All Mine said, and we explored the first part of Watchpoint Alpha. And so, next time on Armored Core 6: Fires of Rubicon, we'll be continuing to explore Watchpoint Alpha after destroying the artillery platform known as Nepenthes. And so, hope you guys look forward to that. So, thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please like, comment, rate, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends, and also follow me in the socials. Those will be linked in the description below. And with that, guys, once again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this episode, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.
High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives. You create.